All right, what's the deal? It's your boy J Mike, Mr. Athletic over everything. This is the epic Mailday Part 2. Had to take a quick little intermission, but let's get back to this and see what else we got going on here. Now, this one I think is one for most people to get. See, I haven't looked at these, but this one right here is Scottie Pippen's 1992, I believe. This is would be his second figure. This one's in really good condition. Now there's okay, I see what happened. There's a crease going down the middle of the figure. So you know, I'll be contacting once again. I'll be contacting the seller. I'm not 100% sure what was paid for it, but I believe it was over $20. But there's literally a crease down the middle, so it looks as at some point this was completely folded. But it does present well on the front side. But if I'm paying, top dollar, it shouldn't have those issues. So this will be one that I most likely will be contacting the owner on, or the original owner. All right. Next up, we have Timmy Duncan. Now, this once again was one of the reasons I got this one, because it had a case, but the case is wrecked and yellowed. The figure and everything, it's okay. It's not a super bright red. I just realized I'll use these cases, so when I start selling them, I can put them in something to protect them a little bit better. But overall, they got a couple little issues to it. I'm not tripping on it. It's in really good condition. I think I got like 6 or 7 of these coming. This is currently number 3 that I have so far. I believe there may be another one in this particular mail day, but you can't go wrong with this one. What you see a lot of, the comparisons have started to happen where Tim Duncan is technically the greatest power forward to ever play basketball, and he also came along the same time as Kobe Bryant. He won 5 championships. I believe he won 3 MVPs, a bunch of NBA Final MVPs. His career and Kobe's career are very similar. So I do see this one having a chance at having that huge swing. Not as much as we've seen in Kobe, but something in between that. So I can see this most definitely being a $150, $200 figure by the time he gets inducted to the Hall of Fame in a couple of months. Tim Duncan, get these while you can, because they are going up already. They were $10, $12 when I first got into this, and now you're gonna pay roughly about $50 for them. All right, so this is I'm trying to. I want to put the best ones up next. So we got 2 grills, 3 grills. Okay. 4. All right, so the ones we have next are pretty much all gonna come in around the same. All right, so this one right here was one that, and also with starting line, something else you're gonna think about, depending on how old you are. If you're in my age group, you grew up with a lot of these players. Like, I actually played ball against Peyton Manning in New Orleans. I watched Andrew Jones, Chipper Jones, and the young Atlanta Braves compete when I was younger. So this one right here did mean something to get. Andrew Jones, rookie, 1997. I believe this is his first figure, if I'm not mistaken. And there was also a mistake made on the next one up after this. We have the Andrew Jones, 1997. I believe this is his first figure. It's in good condition. No creasing or anything. The corner's okay. But this guy, amazing outfielder, Gold Glove damn near every year he was in the bigs. Um, it's a shame he might not make it to the Hall of Fame. He did not get hit with all the steroid accusations and stuff like that. Um, he was also one of the guys whose bodies just broke down on him. So Andrew Jones. All right, next up. This one here is in decent shape. Corners are okay, from what I can see. But Chipper Jones. Now, this was a mistake buy because I believe that this was his rookie. His rookie was actually 96, the same year as Derek Jeter's. And this was also pretty expensive. It was almost $20, if I'm not mistaken, and it wasn't his rookie. So with that being the case, I overpaid. But this one will get returned or I will get refunded. There's a huge crease going on at the top, and I'm not sure if I can catch the camera here, but it's a huge crease, and there's no way I would have paid $20 for this, for a new figure like this. And with that, so I'm gonna get on the phone, contact that seller as well. All right, so this one. All right, so the next one we got up, this is a repeat. This is a Tim Duncan. Make sure it doesn't have any creases. So this one is not bad. Everything looks pretty good. The only issue is that they have a little scuff up here where the white is showing. But other than that, this is pretty clean. So this one right here is number 6 or 7, I think. But I do have these in hand. So I believe it was 2 on this one that came today, and I have a couple of more on the way. All right, so what we got? All right, so next up, which is one of the homeboys, and like I said before, I actually played ball against this guy. And he is amazingly underpaid, man. I mean, not underpaid, but undervalued in the hobby. Peyton Manning. This is number 6, I believe, for him with this. When I first got into this, the Peyton stuff was running like $15 to $20. If you go and check eBay right now, you're going to be hard pressed to find these for under $50. And if you look at the recent sales, that's around the price they're going for. So this one's in decent shape. Now, I just noticed there's a crease along the back. So like I said, I will be on the phone with the person that I purchased it from. If they present these in full, if they present them saying that they are perfect with no creases and they have creases, it will be a situation where I have to get some of that money back. And like I said, I'll do the same when I start selling them. I will let the buyer know everything that's wrong with them. All right. So next up is another Ken Griffey Jr. Now this Ken Griffey doesn't have the same issue that the other one did, but this one has like a little marking here, a little mark here, but it's super clean. Bubbles okay, I think that could be cleaned off. And I think I got this for like $45. I bought one for $40 and one for $45. These are going to be $100+ pieces if this actually takes off like I believe it will. So another Griffey. Oh crap. I also have the one where he's jumping against the wall coming as well. All right. So we got that. All right. So So the next one, this one is a big hitter, but it's not. This guy actually killed himself. One of the greatest middle linebackers to ever play. And And if you're too young to experience him, he was Ray Lewis before Ray Lewis. And we are talking about Junior Seau. Thought this was a cool figure. It's in really good shape. Paid probably less than $10 for it. Only issue with it is that the hanger has yellowed. I'm not sure how much that gets dinged or tagged when it comes to grading and stuff like that. But it's in overall good condition. No creases. The card's okay. And it looks like him a little bit, you know. So he actually committed suicide, if I'm not mistaken. He's one of the guys that CTE, basically, caused him to take his own life. But he was always considered like a really good teammate, Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer, if I'm not mistaken, and supposedly a great teammate and guy. So Junior Seau, I think he's one of the guys that you could probably get because it would be hard to tell the story of the NFL without guys like him. All right. So before we get into the really big stuff, we have two figures that are not starting lineup that I had to get, and wanted to make sure that I actually made them a part of my collection. Now, these, I believe at some point in the game are going to be massive in the hobby. They just look so much better than the starting lineups. I always thought that these were going to be super valuable. But for some reason, that never materialized quite like that. And I'm actually taking a guess and a gamble that these will materialize into something much greater. This right here is the Allen Iverson Mcfarland Sport Picks Series 1 rookie. This is like super cool. The bubble on it is a little raggedy though. I'm interested in getting 5 or 6 of each of these with the different uniform colors and things of that nature. This particular set has Kobe, Vince Carter, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Allen Iverson, Jason Kidd. And there's actually a guy, selling a set on Facebook for a good price. I'm contemplating buying it. But these, in a sense, were originally kind of what I was thinking, having them be the backdrop of everything. I built these custom cases behind me to put figurines and stuff like that in, and I wound up going down the hole of starting lineups and collecting them out of nowhere. Like, it was literally supposed to be something just to be in the backdrop. But these figures are much bigger, more detailed. But I wound up going the starting lineup route. But I am actively acquiring these as well. Now, the way the world works with sport collectibles and stuff like that, I had saw that Tiger Woods was in a car accident, and I immediately, they were saying that it was a chance he could die, lose his legs, all this kind of stuff. And I've been looking at getting some of the Tiger Woods figures, and I wound up pulling the trigger on one during that time. And this isn't one of the more popular ones, but the stickers and stuff are coming off this a little bit. And I was able to get this one. I'm still interested in getting the other ones. I'm not even sure what year this was. What year was this? So this is 2008. But like I said, once again, it presents much different than it showed in the pictures. Tiger's injuries from his car accident are substantial, but they aren't life-threatening. He probably can most definitely come back and play. So it wasn't like, he died or anything. So it wasn't like it was a huge advantage purchasing this, but I got it for $20. And, I may even open it up. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't know, I'm a huge golf guy as well. Did long drive and stuff like that, drive the ball 400 yards. But, so I got this Tiger. It's pretty sweet. And that will conclude the 2 non-start lineups from this pickup. Now, what we have left we have 3 figures left, and these are monstrous, monstrous figures. So we'll start with this one. Now, this one actually is what kicked it off for me. See if I can get this out. Now, it's actually also funny. It's actually, I paid more for this one than any of the other ones that are left. But today, I was able to get 2 of them for less than $30 a piece. It's how how it rolls sometimes. But this one right here is 1996 extended. It's Allen Iverson. The bottom's a little rough on it. It's funny, I paid a lot of money for this one, but it's a little rough on it. The card looks okay. Bottom right corner's messed up bad. But when I first started back into this was actually the first figure that I got. I was able to get it for like $25, and at the time, $25 for this was like a lot. Well, since then, if you check eBay sales, some of those have sold for upwards of $100. So I really think that was a good buy overall, just to get it in hand, and the fact that I was able to get a couple more well under retail. Now, next up, this is one of the grails that I think everyone should have in their collection, as well as the Iverson. But this one, I almost didn't pull the trigger on it because for whatever reason, the case is like severely warped. I don't know if you can see that. So I was actually scared to get it. But now having it in hand, and I asked the owner, I was like, is this thing bent up? He says, nah, it's just the case. And that's what it is. The case was warped some kind of way. And this right here, John Elway's rookie figure, has a little, the hang tag is yellowing a little bit, but overall, the card looks good. The figure looks good. This right here, if I'm not mistaken, was $35. Now this is, I got the merino to go with this. I don't think you can get this figure without this figure. These were 2 of the top quarterbacks in that 82 draft. You also had Jim Kelly, but Jim Kelly didn't immediately go to the NFL. He went to the USFL first. That may be why he didn't get one when they got theirs. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe Jim Kelly was already in the NFL by 88. But yeah, so this one is actually in much better condition than the merino. But I think if you're collecting this stuff, these are ones that you really want to get, especially if you can find them in this kind of condition for under $100. All right, so what we got next? These things are falling. All right, next up, this is I would say the pride and joy of the collection so far. Although the Griffey was a big deal, but I'm a little disappointed in the Griffey's condition. But I was able to get this one, and this one, if you go and look on eBay, you're not gonna see this one under $100. And I was able to get it for about $55. And this is the Lawrence Taylor, 1988 starting lineup rookie. This one's pretty sweet. I mean, it looks good. I mean, you got top 3 all-time defensive player, top 5 all-time NFL player overall. He's in that Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders, type realm where he's considered possibly the greatest ever. So and it looks legit. Now it has like a little weird little issue here where it looks like this might have, I don't know, I'm not gonna say it's been resealed, but it kind of has a weird little thing going on with it. But this is one of them ones, man. This is one of the chase figures. So that would be it. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this would be thumbnail. I believe this would be like number 18 or 19, maybe even 20 on today. These mail days will slow down very soon. I believe I have like 20 to 25 more figures out there. I have a Jordan that I'm really waiting to get, a Spud Webb and a Dominique from 90, um, another Iverson, a Barry Sanders rookie, even maybe a couple more Deions. But this is pretty much winding down the collection. And what you're going to see now is me go from acquiring to selling. That is going to be the next move with some of the stuff. A couple of them I'm going to keep, put to the side, put in a little storage unit for my son. So, when he turns 18, hopefully they're worth something and they maintain their shape and condition. But other than that, that's a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, later.